Hello, everybody. How are you? I hope everyone's doing swell. Excuse me while I do the normal background shenanigans. Again, don't know why I never do these beforehand, but yeah, here I am, doing them now. As per usual, it's pie for the course round here. But yes, hello everybody. Welcome on in. Hello, hello, hello. Hi, VOD watchers. If you're watching this down the road. How you doing? Hope everyone's doing well. Hope everybody had a good week. Excuse me while I take a swig of my drink. And I think the background stuff looks okay. Uncle Jay, hello. Greetings. First indeed. You are first. Yeah, there we go. In tab in the game, we can hear some game noises as I walk across the thing. Space engineers. We're here. We're back. Oh man, it's been a doozy of a week. And I'm ready to just take a breath and just just play some games for a little bit. I I am ready. Yes, yes. I think last time we got this going. Yeah, this is pointed just to the side of aim here. I have low energy. This is just slowly collecting stone. This is at full extension actually. You're not. Yeah, you're not. Okay, so that's still got a little bit to go for refinement. I did, between the things, add a couple of speed modules. Yes, William. And did I was getting screenshots. No, I did not. Let's make sure that's off. All those are on. Yeah, I was getting screenshots that I ended up not using for a thumbnail for this. I just got lazy after the fact. So yeah, that was definitely a thing. But we are good there. Make sure to turn those off again. Let me down. There we are. All right. Yeah, I just got lazy and just didn't want to swap out things for a thumbnail. This all has. I think this will remain here as regular stuff for now. We'll just block those in because that'll eventually get turned into dipping inside into one of the quadrants in this massive dark place. In fact, can I get a light? Yeah, a couple of lights here. If I just slap you there. Okay, there's at least something in here. I can tell where the center bit is in there. Should be able to pull out of you. Can I? What else do I have on my? Oh, structural platform. Oh, thanks. I can't pull those. You're not disconnected from the platform, are you? No, you're all connected up. Got everything. I need some power. Power. I need food. We have cooked sabroids, grain seeds. I do have seared sabroid, which is plus 99.9% food. Yeah, we'll just take one of those and we'll run around to my till I can't sprint anymore, which should be actually in a few hunger points. Yeah, but this big old place is gonna need all kinds of flooring in it. Go and weld that up, and I'm not gonna worry about the color because it's just here to Provide a little bit of a central light into this chasm. Yeah, look at that. Ominous. It's gonna be a huge interior base. When I build it out. Maybe if I open up this, I can have a little interior hangar bit here, and then do the rest of the base just somewhere in here like this. Around this central pillar, potentially. Yeah. Maybe we could, maybe we could run out of steel plates and not place any more of those. But that might be good. What are you? Ooh. Unknown medical shuttle. Maybe. I feel like that's probably a good thing to go after, right? Can I have... Nope, I can't have those. Is there in a connector somewhere that I can't parse things through? We'll go ahead and take them there plates. Right.
Inventory full.
Take that. Oh, I'm such a goober. I rebuild one as small gunship. It dies a lot. The medical shuttle? Is that what you've rebuilt as a small gunship? Is it good to be a gunship? Medical makes me think it's just got like med bays and maybe survival kits and the other medical blocks, cryopods, stuff like that. That's what I think would be in there. Let's go out one more from the side here, like so, and one more off the back, and then we'll use the structural blocks to do stuff. Medical shuttle. Ah, I see. Yeah, if I place a few of these, this will save me on ECU size, I guess, of this. Make this base not as chunky. It's gonna be, just stupid large to begin with. Try and save myself where I can on that sort of stuff. There we go. Yeah. Oh, and I can't sprint anymore. Let's go ahead and eat that seared sabroid. It's essentially 100% food. Seared sabroid. Can I? Thanks, thank you. Yeah, well, those up. Nice. All right. Very good. Well, you gotta take that stuff out to put it in a cannon. Yeah, imagine so. Yeah, let's have a little bit of a. Oh. Yeah, let's have a little bit of a gander at it, shall we? I've got my little ship here. We can go check out a medical shuttle. Yeah, we have the Astro Home GPS, so we're good to go there. Yeah, we can see what a medical shuttle is all about. Obviously, the medical side of things. We can check out this guy. I should probably put a camera on here somewhere. Those are usually a good idea for scouting things. Also, I could probably speed up a little. Yeah, there we go. That'll get us there. More. 100 meters a second. Heading towards an unknown medical shuttle. Hoping that it, I couldn't imagine any... Oh, this is just distress signal. I was about to say, I couldn't imagine any drones would be called in from it, and then immediately a red signal popped up. That was, was a little concerning for a moment. Oh, asteroid. Oh, and it's sparking. Okay. Oh. Oh man, this thing is all kinds of beat up. What is going on here? Hello, friend. You look a little worse for wear. Also, you're spinning a bit. Could I... Yeah, just like pigeon toe onto your front end here or something. Landing gear. Switch lock. Shoot. Okay, you're still roll. Oh, a door. Hello. Still rolling. Gun and a pistol. Let's go ahead and claim the NPC grid. See if there's any... No turrets, no warheads. That's good. Oh, yeah. Medical station. Ooh, full med bay. Yep. All right. We thought
Inventory full.
that's what we would see anyhow. Lab equipment. We got a bed here with med kits. Little cookery. Explosives. On my medical shuttle? It buffs out gyros on override. Oh, yeah, gyros could be on override. There's a dead guy here. Gyro. Access denied. Does have override. Okay, where's our gyro? If I were a gyro, I would be... Oh. Not in the destroyed... Helm. Not in the destroyed helm. I was gonna call that the, hangar, the destroyed hangar. That's not a hangar.
Inventory full.
Unknown technology. Oh. Okay. It's been a second since we hit that problem. Right. Oh, gyro. Hello.
Inventory full.
Overrides off, please. There we go. Do you have a... No, there's a timer block on the other side. An interesting place to put a bit of asymmetry. But we'll take it. You are all... Oh, that exhaust block can come out of there. You are all ion-based. You have one working forward ion, a left ion, a busted reverse, one working lift ion, it would seem. That working forward. One descent ion. Yeah, we're not going to move you. We could probably... Ooh, yeah, that's heavy. Dirt. I was going to say we could probably tow it back with this guy. Oh, timer, turn it back on? Oh, good point. That timer might turn back on that thing. attack you. Or just cut it down at least. Alright, aim up. Gotta watch that radiation exposure, and let's at least get a little bit of momentum going, shall we? Space pirate distress signal. I'd really rather not deal with you. And let's say 30 meters a second. Yeah, and we'll see about getting a... Yeah, we'll see about getting a reverse ion operational. Lift is working. You have 2 thruster components we can borrow. You have 12. 2, 12. The only other ones... Actually, there's only one left, one right. There are no other ions I can pull from. Okay, so I'll have to fly without a direction of thrust if I want to, say, use this ship. Also, I'd have to get the helm back up and operational. And I don't even know what your... Ooh. Motor display, a ton of computers, and some bulletproof glass. I mean, you got displays, motors. You have a few computers. You have a few computers. I don't think I'm getting the number of computers we need. I can always put a different helm on, I guess. Helm. Get rid of a bunch of this shenanigans. Yeah, we could always... No, it was, control... Seats, control station, control... Yeah, this helm. Yeah, I could always try and get this guy on. Where... Oh, I don't have any interior plates. Yeah, where?
Inventory full.
I could take that. This place is all chocked full. There is literally nowhere to place this helm. Oh, right there works. Alright, construction components, motors, computers. That's it. Construction components, motors, computers.
Inventory
Computers,
full.
motors, other shenanigans. 4 more computers. You have those back. I already took your computers. You have 6 computers. Thank you. All right. Sweet. I can... Oh. Thruster. Okay, I can't do anything with. All right, we're... Nope. It's all this guy. I am gonna turn on the thrusters now. Get us slowed down a bit. All right. Bring it in nice and slow like. Yeah. Tow old boy in. Yeah, we could fix this up to be a little like manta ray-esque, like small large grid fighter thing. Yeah. Alright, I do need to flip you over. I have like 0 roll authority on this. So I'm gonna have to... Yep, just keep nosing down, please. Just drag my mouse all the way across the desktop. All right, more. Mars does look pretty in the background, though. Mars do be looking good. Keep going. All right. Yeah, there we go. That'll put the bottom section down towards the pad we have. And we'll just have to fly her in reverse over there. Bit more. Bit more. There we go. All right. Back her up. Lift her up a bit. There we go. Wanna put a I think I'm good on that one. Yeah, this seems fairly straightforward. We'll play around with this a little bit. But I appreciate you. Yeah, we'll get this guy just slap down onto the to the pad here, I guess. Or at least close there too. Oh, I can actually see that distress signal in the distance. All right, bit more. Bring you down some. Over. Not gonna lie, that sparking of that exhaust block kind of scared me a bit. I thought I hit the asteroid. All right, there we go. Unlock that. Nice. What do you know? We have another ship to work with. All right. Go ahead and lock you. Turn that off. Guess there's not a whole lot of excess ice on the grid. Ah. Right. Okay, so now we have this thing. Which I don't have the thruster components to actually picks up all of your ions. So I may have to drag it to a trade station to do the repairs. But I could definitely do the refit. I can get the blocks placed and whatnot. Yeah. Get the blocks placed and whatnot. I do need to hack a bunch of this.
Inventory full.
That is apparently a thing I don't know how to do. What do I need to make to learn how to play with antennas? Sound blocks. I've got gravity. I've got jump drives and things. A beacon. I need to do a beacon. All right. Give me. There we go. Yay! Now we can. Unknown tech. Okay. Now I have those. Lovely. Alright, so we have those things. I have the gyro. I don't know what that timer block does, so I'm hesitant to weld it up. In fact, what does le timer block do? Setup actions. You do the gyro override. You get broadcast controller stuff. You activate a different timer block. Okay, so duly noted. Let's turn you off. I could probably just pull that out of there entirely. Now, if I was another timer block, I don't need that block in here. If I was another timer block, where would I be? Anybody remember playing this game? I was an X. Where would I X? Timer block. Nope, there's a battery in there. That's nice. I like batteries. Nope, that's part of that oxygen tank. Head of the oxygen tank is an air vent. Gotta be underslung. Just one loops. Oh, it's just the one. Oh, it was re-triggering itself. Ah, got it. Always forget that they can do that. Got it. Okay. We get this guy now. Who's I guess it's just gonna sit here, and I own enough of that it's not fussing with me no more. And in fact, helm, this other helm piece. See if we can't get this thing bulletproof glass. Set back down the way it should be. There you go. You need that bulletproof glass. Whoop. There we go. Nice. All the bulletproof glass is mine. All your parts are become ours. Nice. Okay. Oh, right. Door is in the nose. That's gonna be probably something that goes when we convert this into a combat ship. Is nose door. Probably go away. Get a nice central. There we go. Get a nice central like artillery cannon or something. Thrusters. Oh, thrusters. In fact, I probably shouldn't have done that, 'cause now I'm slowly floating forward. Can I get my dampeners turned on, please? There you go. Okay. Thrusters. Yeah, y'all all turn off again for me, please. And I will try not to bump this ship. Yeah. What's in here? Ooh, power kits. That's fancy. That is fancy indeed. But yeah, all these internals do need to be gutted. Sorry, friend. You didn't even have a fun note for me to read. You did have explosives, which is odd for a medical barge, but, you know, each their own. Shove that in there. All right, so we'll have that to play with in a bit. But more immediately, is the resource gathering on this guy. Oh, we're all through the stone. Iron onto the main ship. Iron is 84,000. Okay, so that's going to take 35-ish thousand to make those those 5,000 steel plates, which I'm going to need that and a lot more. So yeah, immediate actions are I need this guy to be elongated, essentially. So what we're going to do is you, my friend, are rotor lock. We need a landing gear, or rather mag plate. You do that, And give me like that. Sweet. All right. And please detach. Nice. And that will stay there. And I just need to build out towards it. But I'm going to rip down these pistons because I don't want to go more than these just 5 pistons in a row. I do want to not have a bunch of movie shaky bits everywhere. It does scare me.
Inventory full.
Yes, yes. Inventory full. So let's rip this down, get a bunch of conveyors placed in, and then get another...
Inventory full.
Honestly, I think it's another 5 pistons to get to our... Ow! It almost killed me to get to our goal distance.
Inventory full.
Give me that. Give me those. Right. Okay. Conveyors, please. We're just gonna have just a bunch of straight conveyors. I said a bunch of straight conveyors. And try not to slam myself against the thing again. That would be less than ideal. Alright, actually, if I stop there, how can I piston? Square pin needs still play. So I'm an idiot. There we go. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, 5. I actually needed another couple of these. Yeah, let's go a few more conveyor tubes. 1, 2, 3. Like 4? All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh. And then I need the rotor head, so. Maybe I didn't need any more of those. Maybe I just don't know how to count or judge distance. 1, 2, 3, 4. Couldn't do 5. Rotor is fine. I just need the advanced rotor without the bit. And I just need to weld everything. Alright. Alright, give me parts, parts, parts. Good. You're good. You need steel plates. 2 as well. Alright. Bits, bits, give me all your bits. You, please. And then you. You need steel plates, so wasted a bunch on that. It says all components withdrawn. I have a... Oh, nope. I was going to say I have a sneaking suspicion it's lying to me. Share your inertia tensor. Share your inertia tensor. Share your inertia tensor. And share your inertia tensor. And please go forward. And about right in... More like in there should be right. Please don't blow up in my face. Ha! Safe. And take that off. Beautiful. Shove whatever I got in there. And you are velocity. I forget what the velocity was. I'm just going to say 0.5, right? Oh. 0.5 sounds right. And each of you are just going to get set at, because I forgot what the velocity of these were, 0.004 maybe? Yeah. We'll copy velocity. We will paste the velocity. Paste. Oh, and I need to weld all of these up real quick before the stone overloads the cargo with the drills. So I've got a little bit of time, but not a lot. Gimme.
Energy low.
Your energy's low. Give me a bunch of that. I am out of something. Oh, no, I'm out of things in the build planner. Spam all of our ears with the Interior plates. And small steel tubes. I really need y'all to produce quicker. Production. No. Assembler 2? Yeah, no to that. I do need the small steel tubes, interior plates. Please do all of those. Ow. Alright. Just need those 3. All withdrawn. Thank you. Ah, sweet. Yep. Y'all are slowly extending. You're slowly drilling that out. You are not grabbing a whole ton of stone. Well, I mean, the outer ones are getting 400 to 600.
Energy critical.
1.35 thousand. I could probably speed up pistons or maybe the rotation a hair. But I think I'm going to leave it. It's nice and set and forget right now. Yeah, it does look like it's grabbing more than the... Well, maybe not. I was going to say more than the refineries are chewing. But that refinery, I did add a couple of speed modules, too. Yeah, I could probably speed one of you up. Like that. If you a tad more speed, because you're going to max out sooner than everything else, and then it'll slow down. Oh, yep, we're into the iron. Yes! Ha ha ha! That is what we wanted. Perfect. That's going to give us the actual pure iron ore, which will give us the, iron ingots to actually weld up this place. Because these are, what, 500 per these structural platform frames, and then 25 per the blocks and whatnot, and so on and so forth. But I'm just gonna need a stupid amount of iron. Wonderful. Also, one energy left. Right. And I think we earned a bit of a seared sabroid. I do say that we've earned some. Yeah. Very nice. Stars are so pretty. Oh, right. Salvage site. Yeah. Right. So, I guess before we work on the medical shuttle, let's lay out at least a bit of the framing of the floor and whatnot in here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I would need you guys gone if I'm going to do another structural form there and there. Yeah, and then as I identify, like, oh, this spot needs conveyors running down through it. We do have the new conveyored structural platforms. Yeah, so I've got a way to actually get some conveyors ran through here as we go, but I will have to probably space these a little, if I'm being honest with you. But I'll deal with that as we go. I may just open up and just go light armor panels in certain, or light armor blocks in certain areas. But for just laying out the general shape and structure of the platform, we're going with these guys. So there you go. There you go. This will get us our nice little bays or quadrants or whatever you want to call these. Also, yeah, why doesn't this have... Like, there's one there on that side. There's not one on this side. There's the connector platform, which I do like, and we will utilize for docking up, like, ships and things. A little awkward. But we'll make it work. It's not that big a deal. There we go. Yeah, and we'll have to figure out, like I said, for like what quadrants do what inside of here. So where am I growing food? Where am I storing power? Where is my server room and hub and all that good shenanigans? Why is that not equal? Yeah, there's one space in there. It goes 1 over, 2 over, and then follows the platform. Why did that not come back around and line up right? Did I... No, you're lined up correctly. Over correctly? Yeah, why did that not line up right? I suppose it is that. Yeah, that would have to be it. Yeah, that's what's pushing us off by a block there. What do I want to do about that? Yeah, what do I want to do about that? How would I correct that? I could go another 1, 2, 3, 4. We could make it 5 with these. So if I took out, say, you and went 2, 3, 4, 5? Something like that? Yeah, and then you would place. Oop. Ba, 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 ba. Yeah, it's not going to be fully all squared and centered, so we'll have to deal with other things. But that could be okay, I guess. If I'm thinking, like, docking, like, smaller ships and things in here or something. But yeah, that center line kind of throws a wrench into the whole situation. Unless I just ripped them all out and went a thing here. I'm torn. I'm torn. I think I'm gonna go. I think I'm just gonna do that, right? And then rip out these structural platforms and have that first little walkway of a 5 wide just be regular steel light armor blocks. I think is what we'll do. That'll fix that, and it'll give me flexibility for what I place in the middle here, like light-wise, because I can punch out like a block and do like the inset lights, and a bunch of other stuff. I think it'll give us a little more flexibility and freedom there. Oops! Don't smash your face. You just healed yourself, Gritty. There we go. Right. So. Let's go ahead and drag this all the way forward. At some point, I don't know. There was a block I just placed. I don't know where that went. I know where that one went. Oops, I'm out of steel plates. Do you have the time to look for my steel plates? There we go. Production. Assembler 2, assembler 2, you go to cooperative mode, please. Yeah, queue up that 35,000 iron ore just to be steel plate shenanigans. Yeah. What is wrong, YouTube? Why are you yelling at me? YouTube tells me the stream quality is dropped. Can anybody confirm? Is it me? Did I do something bad? If it looks fine to y'all, I'm not even gonna try and touch it to fix it. Because it's just, likely that I'm gonna break it further. There we go. And bam. Perfect. That is 5. And then now if I use the structural platforms, we should be good to go and make our ring. Yeah. Go. Make a little ring.
Energy low.
What? This is the center line. 1, 2. Oh. Whoops. Oh, fix that. Ow. My head. There we go. All right. Yeah, now these should go all the way around and meet up correctly. He says, not having actually counted and validated that he put in the correct amount of center blocks. Yeah, who's counting anyways? Ha! See? Good to go. Yeah, and that 5 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 by 4 area, I guess, be the entryway into the living quarters. So, hangar door. Hangar doors? Hey, what are the other big hangar door things? Oh, these things. Gates. Ah, they're called gates. That would make sense, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it? Yeah, you guys are 5 wide. I could put a gate that leads into the main living area. So, a gate that leads into the main living area. Doors with doors that actually take you through to the other side. Yeah. So big gate that brings you into a big airlock room that's got like gear to kit out, and then you can go into the actual rest of the center of the base.
Energy critical.
Where one side will have, I guess, medical hydroponics on one side, and the other side have living quarter server room, like base central hub control area with a bit of redundant power storage in it. And then the exterior bits, because there's a lot of this cavern in here. Like, yeah, the wall's way over here, and that's the edge of the thing. Can have like other giant power storage areas, power generation, gas fuel storage, refinery, outputs, assembler houses. So the big manufacturing wings of the base and everything else. And my power is down to 1 again. How do I keep running out of power so quickly? I feel like the overall power storage of my suit has gone down. Yeah. But I feel like that, at least in my brain, sounds like a sound plan, right? Yeah. And then, like I said, out here can be a smaller dock for other ships and things. Because we do have a fairly sizable opening up there. We could make a bit larger, open up this some more, I guess, and we could bring in other things. Or I could put a gate here as well, I suppose. Like the lower section has a gate, and then the upper section has hangar doors or something, or maybe like folding hangar doors. You can fly in ships of maybe this size to dock up inside. But predominantly just holding like small grid ships in there, I think would be more ideal. And speaking of things being a bit more ideal, I'm gonna throw in oh, the new lights. Right, I forgot about those. We got square lights and circle lights. Dang it. They didn't give us the circle lights that look like boobs. We'll place that there. That one there. I want to. I'm gonna at least try here now. Try and be more cognizant of adding light as I build. That way, I can see and y'all can see a bit better. Let's take the color. Let's take the radius, the fallout, the. Yeah, we'll keep the intensity. Why not? And we will page up. Copy those properties. Ooh! Paste those properties. You are gonna be internal hangar Internal hangar. Inset light. There we go. We'll copy those, copy those, copy those. Yeah, 5 properties now. That way they're named too. There we go. Yeah. Paleo Mike. I hope I said that right. Hello, greetings. I'm new here. Just started watching it today. I've subscribed. Oh, well, thanks for subscribing, and I hope you enjoy the content. I hope it's entertaining for you. Speaking of lights, we are adding lights. Ooh. Lights. Also, I should drag a conveyor down in here so I don't have to run out and grab parts every time. That would,
Meteor storm inbound.
That would be a wise decision. Also, meteor storm? If it hits me, I'll figure it out. You did say it right. Ah, nice. Good, good. I'm usually very bad with names. All right. You know what? Paste the settings. But you know what? Y'all can keep the same name. Keep the same name. Have the same stuff. Yeah, if I turn off my suit lights, yeah, it's a bit more lit in here, as the kids say. I don't know if the kids say that. Don't quote me. Right. Yeah, what are you doing here? And this will be a temporary light back here. Just another toffer light, essentially. Need parts. Can I withdraw interior plates? What am I, some kind of non-interior plate manufacturing maniac? Production. When you're done with those, give me... Yeah, sure, however many interior plates that equates out to. And I'm just going to slam your radius all the way up. We're not going to worry about the other light settings for this one. Yeah, you are specifically just to give us a bit more visibility. You're meant to be ripped out when we decide what is where in this base. Yeah. How long have you been live for tonight? 58 minutes and 20 seconds. But not very long. We'll be here for a while longer. I usually aim for about the 4-hour mark. I feel like it's a healthy stream length. So yeah, it's normally where I aim for. Usually fall maybe half hour past or an hour, half hour before, depending. Yeah, it's where I'm normally aiming. All right. So we get a good swath of this getting laid out now. I need steel plates. And I can lay out a bit more of this. Uno más. Very nice. Yeah. Yeah, and like I said earlier, as we decide where we kind of want things, I can just rip out these structural platforms. But for now, they're easy on the PCU, so it's easier on my PC, and, you know, Bob's your uncle. I don't know if Bob's your uncle. It just sounds like a common uncle name. Ah. Sorry to all the Bobs out there who aren't uncles and don't want to be uncles. That's a weird thing to say, is that you don't want to be an uncle. But I feel like there are people out there who would say it. Yeah. All right. Sweet. Very nice. Very good. Very good. And I think I'm going to leave this interior like this for a moment. I need to... Whoa. I need to... probably... I want to weld up the center line, actually. That's what I want to do. I want to weld the center line. You just show me this ship. You give me steel plates. I need medium cargo container. Take a bunch of steel plates. Welders. Take more steel plates. That's a lot of steel plates. Also, those ones in the welders probably just got pulled. Probably got pulled away because Izzy's running. Nope. I still got him. Yeah, that'll weld us up a fair bit of this interior. Okay, good. I'm ready for what time it is for you. It is 2:30 in the afternoon for me. It is 2:30 in the afternoon. Helps if you have the welder selected, Greedy. Yeah, set ourselves drifting. Oh, turn on the dampeners. I was trying to speed myself up too much in my drift. There we go. Very good, very good. Weld. Oh, nope. Yep, I'm getting a little high. And dampeners on in 3, 2, 1, on. Right. If I can reach in. Those and get a little turn and action going. There you go. All right. And drift back the other way. Oh. A little high. Oh. I mean, I guess I got the steel plates to weld some of those. Probably a fair few of them, actually. Oh. That blinking means my cargo is less than 10%. And my cargo now seems to be empty. Yeah, nice. Nice. That was a good, it was a good first swing at welding up some of the stuff in there. Whoop, a little bumpy. Yeah, pretty good first swing. I got all the parts in there. Nice. Very nice. Yeah, I like that. That looks like a good start there. Right. Perfect. Now, a bit of a change of pace, shall we? And we're gonna retrofit the medical shuttle to actually be a combative shuttle. So let's take the gun out of the medical shuttle, because that that belonged to there. Let's take the medical pieces out of the medical shuttle. Power kits. All those things were appropriate to be in there, I guess is the word I want to use. Toss those. All right, and like I said, we'll have to probably go to a
Inventory full.
oh, inventory full. Probably have to go to a trade station to get everything welded up because they don't have the thruster components that are going to be required to fix this up. Although, I suppose before I go and try and pay, I could jump to that salvage site because whatever I'm salvaging over there may have thruster components itself on it, and I could use those to fix this up. Yeah, that might be a more prudent thing to do.
Inventory full.
Yep, full inventory. Why wouldn't it be? Inventory is full again. I have a tiny engineer inventory and a giant medical room to tear down. Perfect. Shove those in there. All right, sweet. Okay, you come out of here. That is ion, that is ion, so that needs to stay, that needs to stay, that needs to stay. I'm assuming, yeah, same on the other side, it would seem. Kinda the same. You are supposed to be a reverse ion. Yeah, if I pull you, can I even just place ions, actually, as just structural pieces for now? Ion thruster, I can. Ooh, fancy. Out of the same color, or let me know that I place these ones. Yeah, something to let me know that I place them. Let's go. Let's go red, I guess. Also, that's the wrong type for the reverse. You want... Oh, no, 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 no. You want that guy. Yeah. Alright, so that gives me that. Let's pull this out of here. I shouldn't need this light panel. And if I take this door out, right? Because the thought was... the thought was have, like, an artillery poking out the center bit here, like so, which would force me to put a new way in, which I'm not against, honestly. We could get a new way in. We could get... Yeah, that panel out of here. This... Excuse me. That panel out of there. Turret. I think these are wrapped up under GAT turrets. Yeah, we could throw... GAT turret or ball turret? I could go either way. Honestly. It's a good idea that I could get that there, but if I do a ball turret, I could protect this oxygen tank, which probably doesn't need to be there. Also, where does that air vent convey to? Just this, I think. I wouldn't need the internal pressurized, so that air vent can go. The air vent can likely get turned into... Yes. Because that's an ion, so We're not pulling that piece. And if I'm not pulling that... Ow! I'm not pulling that ion. Because that's my ascent ion. Alright, you're still attached. I could throw... door to get in here? That work? Door. I'll take off that glass hatch. I mean, we do have doors that kind of allow for that now. Right? Go up and out. We have a door that would let me do that. And that would get me into the cockpit here. Just hacking and slashing and whatnot. Also need steel plates to place a door. There's cargo access here at the refinery. I could use this door. Yeah, let's use that one. Oop. Yeah. All right. And then yeah, conveyorage for this shenanigans. So air vent.
Inventory full.
Air vent and small oxygen tank. Broadcast controller aren't really required. Could cut those out. My descent thrust.
Inventory full.
Hey, full inventory. Give me that. Oh, hello. Oh, medical kits. All right. Bathroom could go? Is bathroom structural? I feel like it was close to being structural. Shower.
Inventory full.
My inventory yet again. Those dang voices in my head. Oh, please. Please, Lord Clank. Not like this. There was still stuff in that, apparently. Apparently I can't use grabby hands to grab that. That is not a applicable grabby hands item. Interior angled wall, I'm not worried about. The antenna can stay? He says with an upward inflection in his voice, indicating a question? But this I do think needs to go. I think you need to get ripped out and become at least a cargo junction or a conveyor junction. I think I need to replot my toolbar here. Conveyors. Yep, sure, why not?
Energy low.
Cargo. This thing needs to actually carry ammunition with it and a small amount of space for looting things. So conveyors, cargo, connector. And the side connector out the back. I don't think side-mounted connectors are going to do me good. And top is a bit out of the question. So underslung connector? What's here? Oh, okay. Underslung connector right there it is. Give me fuel, give me fire. Give me all of which I desire. I'll toss that there. Toss a cargo container there. Throw a secondary one there, and then... and then weld some of this before you start blocking it all in greedy. That would be a wise decision. Also, my power's low. I don't always have low power. There we go. Very good. All right, medical ship. Time for you to become the vessel of war that I so desire you to be. What am I out of? Small steel tubes again? I saw that in production. Me no likey. Something is definitely amiss. But that's good. You're good. You're good. I can plot out a few more of these. Like, you're there. You're there. Like the pitter-patter of my mag boots on the metal plating. There we go. And nope, not just yet for you. And I suppose I'll make this one a E junction for now. What is in there? Ion, ion, ion. Ion, ion, ion. What was just behind you? Was that... I think that was the gyro? Yeah, the gyro was there. Yeah, you used to be a timer block. Right. Duly noted. Small steel tubes and motors, because why wouldn't I be short on small steel tubes and motors? Thank you. There we go. We'll do a little ball turret up top. Just because I like them better. I know they don't have as good of range, but... yeah, sue me, I guess. I don't know. Oh, nothing in my build planner. Help to pull components, Greedy. If you had things you wanted to pull components for. Alright, took all those, and then... yeah, take a bunch of spare stuff. There we go. There we go. Right, and then inside of here, I was saying that artillery, right? How far out do I want that sticking, though, is kind of a question. I think recess back one like that is good. I could obviously recess it back more to go here like this. Oh, it doesn't protrude a massive amount. But I think some protrusion is fine. So, yeah, I think... whoop. I think I want my mag boots to actually lock onto the correct place. I think right there is where I want that. That'll let me come in and out of there. This is going to give me conveyor option straight into there, and I have these bits that go off the sides. Off the sides and down? Hmm. Yeah, because if I do a ball turret there, main artillery turret there, ball turret down here, the only other armaments that I'm really going to be able to slap on this, and I hesitate to call them armaments, is just going to be potentially making some spots for interior turrets. I mean, granted, this isn't supposed to be like a massive warship. It is just a light, like, combat thing. So if I do, yeah, have this there. Yeah, have that there. Make a ball turret. Also realized I don't need you here. I need
Inventory full.
rotor. My inventory is full. Need a rotor where that, what do you call it? Conveyor junction is. I know how words work, and you can't prove otherwise. Rotor. Rotato potato. And a hinge will make some custom turrets, and I can sneak the custom turret controllers inside. Why can't I? Oh, I don't have steel plates. I knew that. There we go. All right, so you're there. Yeah, just sneak my hand in there. Yeah, and that oxygen tank will have to go. We'll do something with it. Something with turquoise. I don't know if that's code for drugs or something, but we'll do something with turquoise for it. And there we go. All right, sweet. We can design a little ball turret up here. I know I'm all over the place with what I'm doing. I knew I needed steel plates. You can't prove otherwise. Pop that there. We'll slice that out. And radiation. Radiation. All right, let's get a snack. Production? Can I go food processor? We can make ramen. We do have the grain, the veggies, and the algae. That fills us up moderately. Meal pack, green pellets. Yeah, let's go green pellets. Why not? We have the veggies, we have the algae, and we have the cooked insectoid meat. Where am I? There we go. Green pellets. Pellets. All right. Is the sun done being mad at me? Probably not. So we're just gonna have to tank it, I suppose. At a small head. Yeah. don't remember. I think we have a blueprint for this. Conveyor of the small variety. I want to say I... Oh, come on. No interior plates this time. Get out of the sun for a second. Stupid radiation. Where might one find one of these radiation immunity shots? I find myself asking. That would, that'd be pretty cool. There we go. Yeah, I don't...
Energy low.
I think that's... I think I made these two conveyors as well. A conveyor there, deadly burning radiation all over my body. Oh my god, dear lord, please, why have you forsaken me? There we go. I've always had issues making good-looking custom turrets. Yeah. Yeah, it can be tricky. I just try and stay inside the confines of the hinge, and I just let the hinge be the majority of the shaping of of the turret, and just let it exist as like a ball turret, kind of like from Gundam. Those little ball drone guys. I just think of like them as turrets. So I just let the hinge do all the shaping for me. Also, that stupid distress signal is taunting me. Also, I need power. How am I always out of power? Oh, gravity. I feel like they secretly nerfed my suit power reserves. Also, I fly up here. How far into that iron did we actually end up getting? Yeah, you guys are all at full extension. Went right through it. Ooh, hey. Even snagged some of the magnesium. Yeah. Yep. Shot right through that iron. I'll need to put a hinge, I guess, on on this somewhere and be able to hinge it over and drag back through the magnesium and the iron and whatnot. But I think our refineries are still chewing on it. Oh, yeah, they are 100% still chewing on iron. Yeah, 20k there. Iron. Oh my god. That's so much iron. Right. That's a lot of iron. 281,000 ore. Okay. I'm just gonna forget about that up there and let it exist as its own problem. Finance Spree are doing anything custom on the Xbox? Yeah, I've not played on Xbox. I assume that would entail its whole own host of challenges given the controllers and everything else. I think you'll have most of the same blocks and things, just less access to mods. I'm not 100% certain. But yeah, I would imagine that has its own challenges. So like a ball turret, I mostly tried to do large grid, but it always ends up either way too flimsy or just a block. Ooh. Yeah, if I was going to do large grid, large custom turrets, instead of like conversion to small grid, kind of like I'm doing right here, I don't know. I would probably, yeah, I don't know what I would I would do what I would aim for. Blueprints. Turret? Ball turret. Is that the one I want? Ball turret. There's the butterball. There's this ball turret. There is railgun turrets. I could have swore we made yeah, I could have swore this had a different custom turret I made and I blueprinted. Is it just that ball turret that we did? Because it's like that one. Yeah, it's essentially the same. CT01? Is this the one I'm thinking of? Yeah, I think that's the guy I'm thinking of. CT01. Vertical offset. Just send you up a bit. Pitch. Nope. Yaw. Nope. Roll. Yes. Right. Ooh, I don't have... CT01 is what I'm looking for. I need to move where the projector is. Alright. So... looks like projector is... hidden in... Ah! The deadly burning radiation. Alright, please. Please. Blueprints. CT. CT0. What? Oh, CT space 01. All right, we'll get that lined up in a second, and then we'll go weld it. Ah, radiation. You know what we need? We need a radiation shower that I could run over to and wash this radiation off of me, or at least speed up how quickly it goes away. All right, I forgot I'm still in scrap. True, less for sure is, but yeah. Oh gosh, might as well have a snack while we're in here. Pepperidge Farm remembers when I wasn't burnt to death by radiation. A decontamination chamber would be a nice add. Yeah, that would that would be great. Even if they just made one of the even if they made like one of the showers functional, that would also be pretty cool. Kind of have it function like this for a medical bay, or if they added that functionality to a cryo chamber, I would also accept that workaround to quickly shed your exposure, your radiation levels. I feel like that would also be probably a good little mid-ground piece for that. One difference is that I don't have block orientation help. Oh, that's a weird thing to not have. Yeah, that would... Just started playing Space Engineers the other day. Ooh, welcome into the community. Only have like 100 hours, but I'm loving it. Yeah, it's a great game. It is a great game. It's a wonderful sandbox that they've given us to play in. It is essentially space Lego. I've heard it phrased before, and I feel that's very, very accurate. And with a lot of the new recent updates, it's gotten, the world feels more alive with a lot of the more recent updates. More NPC factions, more functionality among those NPCs and what they're doing and how they're operating and moving around and things. I'm very, very pleased with the recent swath of updates that have been coming out. Yeah. All right. Turret, please. Let's go ahead and get you oriented. Um, let's get her forward offset. Yeah, let's push you that way and go. Yeah. Pitch, I suppose, is good. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, there we go. Right. That more or less matches what I wanted to see there. If I add that, I can pull this one that's not exactly the right block out. Perfect. Sweet. 4 of those. A bunch of steel plates. Stuff for that. Camera's easy enough to go back and snag. Alright. And let's go ahead and ship. We are just looking at this ship. Cargo container. Let's go here, and I should be able to withdraw from the build planner. That should have put that in there. Did that just try and put that on my person? I hate you. You maniacal game. Me no likey. Alright.
Meteor storm inbound.
Okay. Thank you, Meteor Storm. In inventory. Nope, I was already in inventory. Here. There we go. Now it took all the stuff. Winning on survival on vanilla, no DLC, no mods. Yeah, it's less necessary for the mods to make the world feel alive nowadays. Don't get me wrong, they still help a tremendous amount. Why can't I? Ooh, oh, tank is on stockpile. You put it that way, Yurdy. There we are. Very good. Weld my... Oh. Hello. I must have accidentally cut you free somehow. Very nice. Have all those. Maybe give SE2 a good bit of time to finish before I try it. Yeah, I've not played SE2 myself. I bumped the ship. It is set adrift. I have SE2. I just not played it as of yet. There you go, and I'll use that to anchor the ship into place. Right, hinge. We're just gonna call you CT01 hinge, and rotor is going to be the CT01 rotor. Nice. All right, and I can shove myself into here. What's that block called again? We're trying to figure out the game. Well, the second, yeah. What a No, that says cur. Greedy custom control. I know I made that as a T. I probably don't need it as a T though, honestly. So I need 2 of these because I want 2 custom turrets. Thinking 1 there, 1 there. But I do want this redundant piping in here first. So you and... Ow. That, and... I'll just make you a C versus a T this time. I'm blocking this off anyhow, so... So yeah. Give me you. Give me fuel, give me fire. Give me all that which I desire. Ah, JD, hello! Welcome on in. Give me my componentry. Gosh dang machine. Alright, sweet. That goes there. Other custom turret controller goes here. I can just make you custom turret controller 2. Custom turret controller 1 gets the... I don't need any of that. Azimuth rotor. Elevation is the hinge. Assign the camera. CT right camera. Ooh, no. I'm just going to make you CT. Oop. CTT? No. CT01 camera. Oop. That wasn't how you stop that. CT01 camera. There you go. Wunderbar. We'll get the bottom custom turret. I need parts for. Because of course I do. Right. Parts for you. We need parts for the hinge. And I need parts for a conveyor piece. Because this has to go straight back from the cargo. It's going to hold the ammo. Into the artillery boy, who will be the main battery of this vessel. And the rotor will go down there. Please. Lift you up. Give me some space to work underneath. There we go. Another rough landing? No. We found a medical shuttle that we are converting to be an unhealthcare shuttle, I guess. That goes there. Well, you need bits. There we go. You are going to be CT02 rotor. This is CT02 hinge. which apparently I don't have the parts for anymore for some reason. There we go. Are you making a combat ship so you don't waste your survival one? Yeah, sorta. I mean, we found this medical drone or medical ship that was out there and brought it back, and we're holding on to it for a minute. And someone mentioned about converting it to a combat ship. So it's kind of what I'm doing too. Just give me consignment drone. Just give me a little ship combat capability thing to just sort of throw at like an enemy or a passerby pirate or another distress signal, like that thing. Just give me something I can throw away and dispose of that I'm not super attached to. Yeah. So it'll just have these pair of custom turrets and this one artillery main battery. But yeah, that's all it is. Is just a little throwaway. Hinge. CT02 hinge. Thank you. And add a small head. Small head. Oh. Interior plates would work fantastic right now. By the way, have you been getting a silicone wafer glitch, where it keeps ping popping back up forth in the conveyors? I haven't seen that, no. I have had glitches with the ore detectors before, where it would detect a thing and I would drive hundreds of meters, if not a few kilometers away, and I would still see that ore ping. But I've not had any silicone wafer glitches, no. Not seen anything like that. Had some issues with that, but it wasn't only the wafers. Oh. New bug for me to look forward to. Get that out of there. Yeah, you, and then you, I think it was. And then go like that. Hold you up. There we go. Blueprints. We were looking at CT01. Very nice. All right. Forward offset. So that's quite spot on. You know, I could change this design a little bit. Nah, I'm just gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it for now. It's fine. It's fine. Hey, you, buddy, old pal, old friend of mine. Yeah, if you could lift a little more. And then undock. I do need to weld. Oh, and I bumped the thing again. All right, hold on. Real quick, fast, in a hurry. Oops. Real quick, fast, in a hurry. Don't slam against the thing. Right. Nothing there. Probably the wrong one to grab. I should grab the ones that I haven't Done a thing too. 3 of those. You. I'll just throw some steel plates in it. Yeah, let me down. Thrusters. On. There we go. That will arrest our movement. I can jump into you and say... Here. Yeah, give me a bunch of those resources, please. Beautiful. Now I can weld to my heart's content. Well, not really. But I can pretend. There we go. Every time I put up a connector port, they always fill up and not move anything to the other inventory. And after setting it to collect, it still would. You shouldn't need to set your collectors to collect. I assume your connectors, not collectors. Did I read that right? Is dyslexia messing with me again? Every time I set up a connector port, they would always just fill up and not move anything to any other inventory. Even after setting it to not collect, it still would. Things don't usually automatically move to another inventory unless you're using a script to manage and pull things to certain places. Izzy's inventory manager has been a big one for a long time. Goat is the new one that a lot of people are now kind of converting over to because it is actively maintained script. So it is updated, it is being maintained and whatnot. So Goat is what people are moving over to. So unless you have a conveyor sorter somewhere in your network that's moving a particular thing over to a cargo, if you put something in a connector, it's just going to stay in that connector. Just until you either A, manually move it, or B, there's something that tries to take it. Like ingots would get taken by assemblers if it needed that ingot for whatever it's constructing, and if that ingot is stored in that connector is the closest inventory with what the assembler needed the wafer for, or whatever you put in there. Yeah, you shouldn't need to set the collect and all these things, like collect all and whatnot. You shouldn't need to set any of those for it to just work on your cargo network. Alright, I got a few more things to weld here. Yeah. There we go. Very nice. Wunderbar, as the kids say. Again, I don't know if the kids say that. I don't know why I keep saying that. Don't quote me on that. The kids might laugh at you. There we go, and that will help hold that in place. Source mouse help not letting anything back into a connector. Yeah, that's also a very good way to just like, if you've got like a mining ship and you go out and you bring it back and you just want it to drain all the ore so you can immediately leave again. Great way is to just put a sorter in line because it won't allow backflow. It does allow backflow of gases, so if you're using a hydrogen-based miner, you're safe there. No need to worry. What? Give me all that. And we now have a little converted medical sort of built up combat ship. I've got weapons that still need welding. It still needs ammo supplied to it and all that fun jazz. But we've got something to go throw at a grid somewhere. Maybe that distress signal keeps popping up and annoying me. We do have magnesium here. Has been mined recently. So I do have the ability to make all the ammo. Ooh, actually. Artillery. Crud. I think that needs uranium. Assembler. Crap. Yeah, it does need uranium. Ah, I've got to find uranium. I guess I could try and purchase artillery shells. That might be an option. Maybe? Sort of what keeps pushing, pulling, and holding random item. Yeah, if your conveyor network is looped, yeah, that sorter will always see the item you're trying to sort on the same network. So I'd have a better experience if I got a good third-party script. Yeah, yes. Yeah, if you're on PC, a good third-party script, Izzy's or Goat, I think is the new one. I think that's what it's called. I don't know if that's the official name of it. I just know that that's what people are calling it. Are both great options. Izzy's hasn't been maintained for a long time, but it's a very robust script. Still works. It is what I'm currently using. You would have a better experience with that because Izzy's is actually running on this ship. It will auto manage your inventories for you. You can set up certain things like you see this cargo terminal is tools, ammo, and bottles. I can look at some other cargo terminals and say, this one is ores and ingots. This one is components. So this will always pull ores and ingots. So say I put the magnesium down here. Izzy's, as it runs through and it gets to running through all of its things, it'll tick and eventually see that and push it back into the correct container. And you can specify these, or you can have the script just auto name them, which is set up by default to do, just sort of plug and play. But yeah, it will manage them. You will have a better experience with a good third-party script. So yeah. If you're on PC, that is typically a better option. Because the sorters, if you loop them, so say we had a sorter right here, and the conveyor network to push over here, but these conveyors also ran back to this side, it would always see something, say I wanted to push things into this cargo container, it would always see these items that I wanted to push on both sides of the network, and it would try and pull the thing and then push the thing, and then pull the thing and then push it, and it would get stuck in a cyclical motion of just pull, push, the exact same item. And it would never do anything. It would just waste a bunch of power. Yeah, if on PC, yeah, script is the move for sure for PC sides. My issue is legit just certain items going in and out of a sorter, no matter how it is arranged or set up. Yeah, it's probably the sorter seeing the network on both sides and having access at both ends somewhere somehow. And it will always grab that item and then try and push that item. And it would just keep getting stuck in and out of that sorter. Yeah, that sounds about right for sorters. Yeah, script could work on Xbox. Sure, to spend a lot of time to put them in. Oh, yeah, that just sounds like a pain to do. You have my condolences for that one. Right. Let's get ourselves let's get ourselves some parts. And I want to get a perch for this thing to sit on, essentially. Because I don't have anywhere else to put this shuttle. There we go. Ooh, nope, 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 nope. Yep, get you over. Apparently Alt-Tab out of the game. Accident. I was trying to hit Tab and remove that and hold Alt to adjust my camera at the same time. Yep. And bring you down. I've got to go this way a bit. Forward and over. Other way. Or off am I? I feel like I'm close. I'm not too far off, actually. I do need to go this way. I was right about that. And then bad. Whoa, easy killer. There we go. All right. Let's slap this guy down. Don't need you no more, my friend. Or at least for the moment. I will need you to weld later. So for now, just chillax, my guy. I absolutely manually write everything with a script that takes. But yeah, not doing that. I'm with just not happening. Custom turret controller. Let's go. Azimuth is rotor 2. Elevation is hinge 2. Camera is CT right. That needs to get renamed. Oh, I need that. Ew. Right, I need to add the weapons to them. You, my good fellow, autocannon. CT02. Let's go ahead and copy the name. Copy the name. Paste the name. Paste the name. Paste the name. I paste that name on something else or just a second ago. Switch lock. Are we? Okay, projectors. Easy. Those are CTO2. You guys are... No. CT01. Copy that. And I can paste. Hello? Field vision? There we go. There we go. All right. Now I can set the rest of these. You are weapons CT01 autocannons. Add those. Aim out the max distance. I will enable your AI. I can control you. You can look around. You could fire if I had ammo for you. All right. And... add the weapons to this guy. CT02. Add those. AI. You can have your full aiming radius. Ooh, I should probably set y'all default to weapons. Yeah, you do the same. Go to weapons. Perfect. Get out. Yeah, couple of custom turrets. Fix this door. There we go. And that door can close. I can rip out this oxygen tank because it's not going to be used. And with that broadcast controller, the antenna block is nice to have there. But I don't know how much I need those. Yeah, the oxygen tank is more than welcome to be ripped out because it's not even properly conveyed anymore, so it's not feeding anything. So kind of a moot point. Like a thing. Okay. Production. I have some ammo, or I have the capabilities to make some ammo. So if I make a bunch of these, we have the magnesium, we have the nickel, we have the iron. In fact, nickel may be the thing we end up being light on. Nickel. I still have 42,000 of it. We are A-okay. I have so much iron. 841,000. Yeah. Hey, assembler, as soon as you're done with that, I need you immediately back onto steel plate duty. Yeah, eat up another essentially 35,000 for that. 34,999.97 ingots. Yeah. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Maybe that explains a lot. Absolutely. Main problem is always block orientation. Oh, rotating your blocks and things? Yeah. I don't know how that works with the controllers, but I imagine very poorly. Because SE wasn't, I don't think originally built with console in mind. Don't quote me on that, but I don't think it was. That's right. That's what I do. Just keep hitting the rotate buttons until it looks like what you want it to look like. Controller support is hecka smooth. Oh, is it? Oh. See, that's not normally what you would expect from a PC originally game going over to console. You wouldn't normally expect it to be real smooth. But I'm glad that it is. Glad that they got that going. Speaking of getting things going, I want to weld up another swath of the interior. So if I could please... And what connectors? Is this the back connector that has all this crud in it? It is. Give me this. It doesn't need to be here. There you go. Confusing me. Alright, so I'm just looking at this thing. Components. Alright. And toss all that in. So all I want are, for Christmas, are my two front teeth. But all I want from here are steel plates to go weld up all of our lovely gubbins inside. I'm very heavy. But this is enough steel plates to get another good swath of this all put together. Eventually, I'm going to need to fly over to that ice that's in that asteroid and gather some of that. All right. There we go. Welding? Welding. Some sideways momentum. And just keep your dampeners off. Although I do seem to be rising slightly. Shouldn't be too big a problem. Just tap forward or back for a millisecond. There we go. All right. And what up a bunch of these big boys? These are... Oop, these are me hitting my things. They're 400 or 500 plates a thing. I remember they are 500 plates a thing. Yeah. The only issue I have is opening build menu with the game support controller switching between controller and keyboard, though. Ah. It sort of was. Oh. Putting the controller is one click delicious. It's quite the way to put that. All right, buddy, old pal, old friend of mine. Yeah, there we go. Also below my 10% threshold, so my bright lights are flashing. Well, I've actually used up all of those steel plates. We have the iron. I am going to use the iron. Components. I have the iron. Going to use the iron. Ooh. Am seemingly not having production keep up. Like another 5,000. It'll throw me past those 10,000 steel plates. Yeah, we are... It's 2, 3, 4... Almost 5 more things. That'll be fine. Get up and go. You know what this thing could use? Lights. This thing itself could use lights. I can weld up 4 in a bit, so let's just go to one of these that is a bunch of them all together. And we don't really have to move. Just click the weld button. And let it all pop into existence. God, there's something satisfying about that. Just honestly chef's kiss to it. Chef's kiss indeed. All right, and I will set you down and let the assembler sort of start catching up. Where we've gotten. Let's lock that in, and let's go. Lock that in, turn off the thrusters. I don't know that they drain while they're just idling, but yeah, I mean, it feels right, doesn't it? Though, that's how I mine. Call drift mining. It's not a bad way to do it. I don't really know the difference, but I would say it would be easy. But again, I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, see, I don't think these came out looking too terrible. Don't look the greatest, but not too terrible. Honestly, I should put like a panel over the back of that. Will it do anything? Probably not. But a single light armor panel. But it makes me feel better. Yeah. Definitely take this over to a trade station of some sort to fix up. Ooh, the refineries are idle again. Finally. They've churned through all of the, through the iron. And a bit of magnesium we pulled. Right. Hmm. I think I'd like to pull this back. Add rip these off, add a hinge, put the drills back on the hinge, and then I could hinge it down, and then it could slowly eat a larger swath of area. I could gather up a lot more iron, but I'm not hurting for the iron now, so I'm just going to leave this for the time being. And we'll deal with it wallowing out more of that iron and magnesium deposit down the road. But we've got plenty of magnesium, plenty of iron for our current needs. And we are looking not too shabby. Go. Oh, there's still plates on me. Yeah, and this place is also coming together. And get some more of this in, and then we can throw a landing pad style things. We can get some of these small to medium-sized ships. I'd say nothing larger than this little medical shuttle here will ever make it inside. All the big stuff like that guy will stay outside, I do believe. But I'm not, I'm not trying to shove this inside of this asteroid. Oh, yeah. Ooh. Get a rare clarity to the inside viewing here. I don't want to throw a extra light here. What looks like that midpoint in that darkness. That. Try and remember to keep my promise of building with more light around. Let's just copy all of you. Paste onto you. Yeah, see? That's a little better. Obviously, I'll need lights going out that way, everywhere else. But for now, that's not too terrible looking. And I want to do a bit of a change of pace. Because this is still, air quotes, a series of making my first billion. I know we're setting up a new base, so I do want to go out and try and make a little bit of money. We have a salvage site. So we're gonna jump to that salvage site, get the salvage, take it back to the drop-off point. I think that's the acquisition drop-off point. I think that's the drop-off point. Yeah. And these acquisitions are planet-based, but if we get some more ice, I could... Honestly, this thing can go down to the planet and then come back up off the planet. I'm not concerned with that. I'm going to shut Izzy's off for now. Cargo. Yeah, I'm going to shut Izzy's off because I want to move... If I'm going down to the planet, I want to move most of this. Was that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? I want to move a ton of that. Move that. Move that. Yeah, I don't want the vast majority of this mass that would eat up.
Meteor storm inbound.
If I'm going to drop to the planet and turn in some of these missions. I have enough cobalt on us still for the cobalt mission. I have enough magnesium on us for the magnesium mission. So we're fine there. My current station has 8x refineries, and I still want wait on ingots. How fast are you building? If you get that many refineries, I would, yeah, how fast are you building things? Because that should churn you out plenty of ingots. I couldn't see you using that amount of eventually I could see you using that amount of resources, but not all at one big whack. I would invest in speed and yeah, speed and yields like Paleo said. I would, I would highly recommend. Hit 2 here. Turn on my thrusters. Hello? Why? Oh, my tank is on stockpile. Tanks. Please go off a stockpile. Lock, unlock, so we can get rid of that magnetic forces. Very good. And control panel. Where is my jump drive? Please. Jump drive. Let's go do a bit of salvage, shall we? Was it called? Salvage site is all it's called. Jump drive. Should just be salvage site. There we go. Select. And 9. Cross your fingers, everybody, that there's nothing over there that's going to shoot me. Because this thing doesn't have a whole lot of weapons. Oh. Look at that. Yes, you, my good fellow. You must have the things that I desire. I have a frontier stew. I know it's sort of sort of waste, but whatever. Yeah. Ooh, look at this thing. You got a gyro on override.
Inventory full.
I feel like that's just for effects, but yeah, sure. Batteries, cargo. There's our transmission. Ooh, medical components. Tier 1 tools. 1 Chevron tools. There we go. We'll claim the NPC grid. I might drag it back to a station to sell. Nothing in the bed. Tools. We have those medical components on here. Yeah, this is just sort of a action relay. That concerns me. Where are all your thrusters? This thing doesn't actually have thrusters on it. Well, it's an interesting shape. This thing doesn't function. I don't know if there's anything in that refinery. Oh, actually. Ow, access denied. Hate you. Hate you. Yeah. Okay. I'll still that. Still those. Still some of that, I guess. Right. Let's mag plate onto this, and we'll take it, and we can sell this grid at the very least. I think I can sell it. Last time I tried to move one of these grids, it just disappeared out of my clutches. But hopefully that doesn't happen this time. Hopefully, he says. Hopefully. Probably should have a camera for these maneuvers. Especially that I just bumped that. Oh.
Ship fuel low.
No, it's not. Don't you try and scare me, suit lady. There we go. Gotcha. Turn dampers on. We have plenty of hydrogen. Ooh, batteries, though. Ooh. I don't have any engines. I do have reactors, though. The reactors are on. The reactors do not have ingots. I do not have uranium. That's not good. Maybe the suit lady was right. Maybe the ship fuel is low. There's the distress signal over there. I just saw that pop in. There's the distress signal there. I'm about to be the distress signal though. Hey, production. How about you not? Right? How about both of you not just burn extra fuel? In fact, refinery, go off. Assemblers, both of you turn off as well. I know that's not saved me a whole lot of power, but it makes me feel better about my poor life decisions. Engine. I can slap an engine on somewhere. Yeah. Because we have, like I said, we have hydrogen. We have some excess of hydrogen. Not a massive amount, but we do have some. I slice off that conveyor cap. I can get, again, some... I can let this eat some of my my hydrogen and turn it into power. Like an emergency thing. I didn't realize I was out of uranium on this ship. Finding uranium might be a might be a great move. But you're working, you're producing 5 megawatts of power. That will abate some of that issue. We'll get a turn off the gravity generator. We will get a little hotbar button. Whoa, set up. So I can turn that off a bit more quickly. Engine, you here. No, place that on 5. Toggle on off. Right, so. Batteries, what do you look like now? You look like fully recharged in 2 hours. Okay, so we're looking good there. Is there a camera on the front of this ship? I don't think there is. There's not. Sad face. Oh, there are interior turrets. Watch this be the one on the back. It was the one on the back. Hold Alt, I can do that. And just there is a ship. It said distress signal. I don't remember if it had, like, the space pirate tag on it. It was white, so I don't think it was. I think. This crow fell. Yeah. Yeah, no. Oh, wait, that thing did have an ion thruster. Hello. Hold on, I need thruster components. I did not notice that ion thruster. Elite ref.
Inventory full.
Yes, thruster components. Yeah, so you did have thrust. Ooh, more thruster components. I will take those. That'll lower the sell value of the ship. But I'd rather have the thruster components to fix my my medical now assault craft. There we go. All right. Crud. Do I go after this, or do I just try and jump back to our trade stations? I'd run around in an actual SE server as a fuel while rescuing ships stranded in space. That sounds like a kind of entertainment. It'd be fun to do. Risk it for the biscuit? Yeah. I'm unfortunately in agreement with you. Oh god, that light is... Oh, get that out of our faces. I'm breaking the cardinal rule. I was flying directly at that, so... CLDC distress signal. Please don't... Oh, I see the dampeners on, on my mining ship are on. I don't know how you got turned on, but... In fact, I don't even know why your thrusters are on. They shouldn't be. But they are. Whoop! Fell on my face. No one saw that. Alright, so these guys are neutral. Maybe I'll garner some goodwill if I can rescue them? I like garnering goodwill with folks. That's a thing I can get behind. Your rat saved me about 20k from the bubble one. Ooh. Is that another ship up there? No, it's an asteroid. Distressed vessel, how might I help you? I don't think there's an actual way to talk to them, but that'd be cool. That'd be cool. Even if it was just a set of pre-programmed responses. Unidentified vessel. Fire broke out and the containment failed. It's spreading to the hydrogen tanks. Please help. I'm coming. Hello? Anyone, please send help. I'm here. Just hold on. Space pirate. Mining carriage. The fire got into the fuel tanks. They're No! Alright. I think we all saw that coming, but no! Friends! Friends, hold on! Screw the oxygen. Friends! Clang! Dampener's no longer relative, that's fine. Oh. Something does not sound happy. Friends? I can't get through. Y'all are gonna be mad if I try and cut through. What can I do? Raid the fridge. I can't. That's just radiation. That's gonna kill me. What can I do? I can do nothing. I can do nothing but raid the fridge. I don't want to cut through because that's going to lower my standing with them. I kind of want to cut down the reactor and take the fuel out of it. Oh, yes, door. They're not using them. Access denied on the button. No. What's down here? Oh, a little hangar. Ah, okay. Yeah, Clang is not happy with whatever is now stuck inside of y'all. And I don't want to cut y'all up because I'm just going to lose standing with that faction. Appear to have a mild case of explosions. Yes. Yes, they did, didn't they? Oh god, let's jump out of this sector. It is quite noisy. All right. Acquisition drop off. Oh my god. We get it. Things blew up. Acquisition drop off. Unable to jump. Why? Obstacles detected. What do you mean, obstacles detected? I think it's gonna be that. I honestly do. I think it wants me further away. Oh, maybe not. Maybe I can grab that. Control panel. Jump drives. Select that one. Okay, so that's gonna let me jump. Let's see if I can grab this, take it with us, as originally intended. Oh. Would you please stop doing that? You appear to be lost in space. Yeah, when am I not lost in space? Be honest here. It's a more frequent occurrence around here than anybody cares to admit. Most of all, me. All right, we are locked. 9. All right, we're jumping. On the ground. Yeah.
Low.
Your ship feels low. Whoop. Stupid forward thrusters. Why are you so strong? Oh, look. See, it did it again. It disappeared. It doesn't like being removed. I think you've got to finish those contracts fully, and then you can move the grid. Dang it. I was kind of hoping I'd sell that. I think it'd only give me a bit of cash. I don't think it would give me $1 million. But it would have been something. Let me inside. I have stuff for y'all. Market. Store contracts. Accepted. Finish. Confirm. 246,000 space credits. And I have to go onto the planet to turn in these ones. Do you have... Oh. Acquisition contracts. I don't want to give them my thruster components. I wish I had that much platinum. I have that gold on us. Did someone seriously post a contract for 6 nickel? I'm not even going to dignify it. Who wants 210 oxygen bottles? What? What? Well, the best way to simulate that would be to hack up the ship and sell its part. Yeah, it is more valuable to sell individual components of a ship rather than it is to sell an entire ship. I think it's literally like 10% or 10 or 20% of the total value is what you're getting if you sell a whole ship. If you just hack it up and sell each individual piece, like the steel plates, motors, all the other shenanigans, you would get way more money than you would, but yeah, I think it's just fun to sell a whole ship every now and again. Why not? But yeah, who's after 210 oxygen bottles? Underground oxygen bar on Tatooine. I accept one for gold. Did he just have a 360 gold? Not you, ma'am. Excuse me, did you break out of jail? Oh! Yay! They used to all spawn in the exact same on a station. Now they spawn in with different variants. Ooh. That's nice. I like that. Hi, friend. I like your helmet. You want to trade? Mine's a little, dirty. Yeah, they spawn in different now. Oh, that's cool. I like that. A nice little, detail update. 360 gold. Go, 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 gold! Where are my ingots? I need 360 gold. Y'all can have all of those. I'll eat that stew later. We'll complete this contract. That'll give us a... Yes, hello. That'll give us a few more million. Contracts. Accepted. Gives us 7.2 more million. Confirm. There we go. Look at that. You just love to see it. I really wish I had the platinum to sell you guys, but I don't. And the store block. The Ambassador Explorer. What kind of ships do you have? Ambassador Explorer, the Lunar Ark, which is a medical relief vessel, heavy modular freighter, full frame J. Yeah, not a whole lot I'm interested in. You guys selling uranium? No. Not selling uranium. You are selling hydrogen. I should hook my ship up. I can purchase hydrogen and fill my tanks. How did I get in here? You're staring at the airlock, Gritty. Alright, yeah, let's hook the ship up. We can buy hydrogen and fill our tanks out. Because that engine is still running, charging our batteries. Airlock button. There we go. Alright. That would be a little rough. We're in a safe zone. Oh. Come on. Oop, too far. And locked. Alright, sweet. We're locked. Oh, God, I'm stuck on the wall. Turn my gravity back on. Press the button. Back inside. So we can sell some shenanigans. And buy some hydrogen. Not necessarily in that order. Yeah, hydrogen. I need the industrial hydrogen tank. This buys in sets of 1,000 liters. So we can say that's 1,000 liters. I need just shy of 3 million. Let's call it 2.5 million. So I need 50,000, 250,000. I need 2,500. Bye. Yeah, there we go. Do we have any other tanks? Tanks. Lab hydrogen tank. That guy is full. He must be on stockpile. Small reactors. Things. Industrial hydrogen tank. Yep, you're fine. All right. So, what in here do I want? I'd buy at least 3 units of shenanigans. Yes. 3 units of shenanigans, 4 units of stuff, 2 units of things. We have plenty of things back at home, but 2 extra units would be nice. Yeah, it would be great. All right, so we've gotten ourselves some extra hydrogen. We're doing fine there. We're doing fine on oxygen, although I could, if I really wanted to, say oxygen tank. Oh, yeah, no, I'm not even gonna worry about it. Reactor components. What? I want some uranium for the reactors. In case we get into this situation again, I don't have to run the hydrogen engine. I'd rather run the reactors. I think small railgun salvos have I have to go back to my ship, don't I? I think small railgun salvos have, don't forget whatnot. Ooh, good point. Good point. We could use some whatnot as well. Production. I know the large railgun salvos have uranium. The small ones do have it as well, but ooh, in a very small amount. Rockets have uranium as well, but also in a very small amount. But they do have a small amount of platinum in them as well. We're not hard up for the magnesium. Uranium is a nicety to have. Platinum, also kind of a nicety to have. So I'm not hard up for either of those. Not enough that I don't think I'm going to buy ammo to break down ammo just to have that resource. I think we're... What in the engineer shuffle did I just watch? Also, I'm taking y'all's flare gun. Yeah, what can I sell y'all? Ooh. I can sell cargo terminal tools. Yeah. There's 9.3 million right there. There's another 2.1 million right there. I don't have platinum. I do have those silver ingots, though, which is another 3.5 million. Ooh, if I sold you those. 5.5 million for the 160 thruster components I have. I'd rather keep those. I'm not selling you uranium ingots. Not that I have any uranium ingots. Gravity components? I don't have grav components. I don't care to sell that. I could sell the 492 of these for it's another 500,000. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else here I care to sell. The thing has refreshed. And I'm not seeing... Artillery shells have uranium? Yes, they do, but I need... autocannon, explosives, rockets... I don't see artillery shells in here. Small railgun salvos. I need the artillery shells anyways for the medical ship. So even if I bought those, I would probably just keep them, in all honesty. I bought all those. That'd be 8 million to buy those. Contracts. Now that this is refreshed, it's a lot of grids, girders, displays. None of those are particularly valuable. No extra salvage contracts. There is a repair contract out there. There are some hauling contracts, courier contracts. PvE bounty contract. Though I don't have a... I mean, I guess the medical ship. I didn't really have a dedicated combat vessel anymore. I'd like to buy another warden to throw at something. But I think rather we are going to go GPS acquisition drop-off. That should be on the planet. Yes, it is. Whoops, what am I doing?
Meteor storm inbound.
Oh, the vibrations. My brain. Alright, we're going to undock from that. We're going to say... aim this way. Like to do a blind jump. Oh. Nope. Jump drive. If I could remove that. Let's do a blind jump that way. Truncate. Oh, right. I have to be out of the safe zone. Gravity field at exit point. There we go. Sure. That should get us closer to above. And then we want to drop down, essentially.
Ship fuel low.
Ship fuel is low. That is fine. That's just because the reactors are empty. Let's go ahead and actually shut those off. Maybe that'll quiet down our friend here. And we are going down to that acquisition point. We can drop off the contracts. That'll get us a few more million, and then we can fly back up to space and go back to base and work on laying out a bit more of the interior, I guess. All those... I was about to say, all those steel plates should be made. I'm flying the thing that was manufacturing the steel plates. I didn't actually build any assemblers back at that base. That's kind of dumb of me. Right. Right. Who let me decide things again? I blame whoever that was. Batteries. How are y'all looking on charge? Fully recharged in 3 hours. Yeah, I'm not going to turn off that engine. Stored power isn't terrible. Isn't good, but it isn't terrible. Perhaps you should once you return. Yeah, you refuse to ask for assistance. This is true. This is true in many aspects of my life. Alright, I guess we're just earn it to win it now. Might as well go ahead and speed up. Once we get more or less over it, we'll just come to a stop and then drop down. I think it'll be the easiest way to align ourselves, get close, I guess, as it were. There are no parachutes on this ship, but we have gone down to Mars already in this. And we're able to come back up, and we were a lot heavier then, I do believe. Because I have taken out a ton of our ingots we had last go-around. Although we do have a bit more componentry. Not a lot more, mind you, but we do have a bit more. I think we'll be fine. Oh, that asteroid is way closer than that. Yikes. I am so glad. Oh. As funny as that would have been to just plow into, I'm super glad we didn't. That would have been a problem. Always feel careful when you're doing surface landings in a medium or large ship. Yeah. All right. Just about ready. We'll start coming to a slow stop. I'll add some descent. Velocity, turn the NVIDIA game thing. Get out of my face. Turn off the dampeners. Add some downward force. We are in planetary gravity. Albeit very, very light planetary gravity. No, thank you. But it will help start accelerating us towards the planet. And we just have to throttle our forward momentum as we as we dive down. Clang, take the wheel, yes. Clang, I trust you. Don't slam me into the side of Olympus Mons, please. As funny as that would be, and as entertaining of a challenge as that would be to get back out into space from this wreckage. Yeah, probably not that entertaining. Well, it depends on what survives. As fun as that would be, I would really prefer if you didn't. And everybody take this opportunity whilst we are slowly descending to get up and have a stretch. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm away from the keyboard. Ah. Yes. Fall to the planet. We're at 0.09 Gs. On today's episode of Struggle Bus with Thruster. Hey now. How did you know what my Magic School Bus spinoff was gonna be? I think there's been some corporate espionage here. There we go. All right. Back in the seat. Will it pancake? I certainly hope not. Let's add some more downward momentum. In fact, I'm gonna be a brave little space engineer and try and force most momentum going downwards now. We'll get a little bit going that way. But yeah. Going down, we're 25 kilometers from, we're 25 kilometers from the crash site, everybody. The maybe crash site. I would like to see... No, seriously, I would, that's the end of that statement. I would like to see, I would like to get down to the planet before nightfall takes us. You see the little ring of dusk as daylight dies. I'm falling into the darkness. This couldn't be a worse situation for me, honestly. I may or may not be in possession of the pilot episode. You give that back. We're canceling it. The whole season. It's over. It's only a crash site. If you can't take off from it, that is true. The Captain Shack methodology of flying. If it still flies after you crash, those were just extra parts. Great. And we are going to fall into the night. Dang it. A little saddened by that. But is what it is. Not much I can do about it at this point. Literally. I mean, I could use the console commands, but I think this is almost as entertaining. We just try and aim for that. We'll get fairly close, actually, looking at this. That's okay. If this season is canceled, it's not infringement. No, it's not how it works. I still own the intellectual property. I think that's how that works. Don't ask me. I don't actually know how that works. That sounds like something the corporate person would say, though. Alright, I am able to arrest the scent at a decent rate of speed. .9 Gs. Alright.
Ship fuel low.
No, it's just the reactors.
Ship fuel low.
You shut your face hole. Actually, I don't know if you have a face hole, AI lady. You shut your face.
Ship fuel low.
You shut your audio files off.
Ship fuel.
I don't want to hear it.
Ship fuel low.
I'm gonna find a way to unplug you.
Ship fuel low.
I am disconnecting all of your audio sensors if you don't stop it.
Ship fuel low. Ship fuel low.
I don't know if y'all are gonna believe this, but I think my ship fuel is low.
Ship fuel critical.
I think it's critical now, apparently.
Ship fuel low.
I have minutes worth of power. That's just because
Ship
the
fuel
atmos are kicking.
critical.
That is fine. We knew that coming down.
Ship fuel critical.
You shut your face.
Ship fuel critical.
I know.
Ship fuel low.
Yeah, what a
Ship fuel critical.
piece of work this lady is.
Ship fuel low.
I get it. Truly, I do.
Ship fuel critical. Ship fuel critical. Ship
There.
fuel low.
Stop talking to me.
Ship fuel low.
How are you still talking to me?
Ship fuel low.
I'm not in the cockpit anymore. The voices in my head have learned new words. What do you got? Ooh, money. I'll take that. I'll take the flares. Don't care about those. The market. That's what. Hello. Ooh. You're fancy. I like your duds. Contracts. Right. So, Cobalt. Let's finish this from this grid. Confirm. 1.9 million. Finish you from static grid. Confirm. That's 1.4 million. Available contracts. What do you got for acquisition wise? That's a lot of metal grids you want. Motors. We could do the motors. It's 500,000. I don't think it's worth it. Can't do the reactor components. Actually, I could probably manufacture those. I don't think it's worth sitting here and doing that, though. Magnesium, we will. That is already good and ready to go. Don't care about that. Not selling you my grains. Don't worry, power cells. We'll give you that gold. Grain, power cells, bottles, construction components. Okay. Accept the contracts. Finish this. From here, confirm. Another 7.2. Finish this. From here, confirm. Another 6.3. Looking good there. Right. Perfect. And then just the regular store. Ooh, I could buy artillery shells. All would be 26 million. I could sell all this gold. That's 8.5 million. Yeah, we'll take that. Give you this magnesium powder. That's another 2.4 million. Silver ingots, that'd be 1.6. I'm gonna say yes. I would like artillery shells. And I mean, I can afford them, and I think we'd still be up for the stream on money. Sectoid meat, say goodbye, light supply craft, lunar art, lunar scout rover Mark II. Rockets. Vegetable seeds. Mushroom spores. Spaghetti. Closest engineer plushies, data pad. Yeah, there's not a whole lot here. I don't think I will buy this many, but I think we'll buy 50? Yeah, we'll spend 6.5 million. We'll get 50 artillery shells. Actually, you can buy into the same thing, so story list was updated, could not be. Uh-oh. Refresh. 50. Oh, hey, the price went down. Buy those. Nice. Did you get anything different then? Arc, the spaghetti, vegetable seeds. Are we looking for ships? More or less the same stuff. I can tell you more magnesium powder. We have magnesium where we live, so not hard to get. Tell you the additional gold. Tell you the extra silver. This has now covered my... What are you, magic? My other expenses. And contracts. Before we leave, anything just easy to complete. Oaken wafers, explosive... No. Okay. Alright. And there's nothing else I want to grab from down here, contract-wise. I think I am just happy to lift off and get out of here. Honestly. What are you hiding in here? Nothing. I never hide anything cool for me to steal. Alright. Back to space. Back to space. All right. Batteries. Without the thrusters kicking, it's a few hours, but with them kicking, it's only minutes. I predominantly need, yeah, those guys in the back to be what is working. If I turn on that, we undock.
Ship fuel low.
Yeah, minutes. But if I canter up, yeah. It uses less of my atmospheric. And then we can just... thrust. Large industrials. Large hydro. Give me... Forward large hydro. This is going to be decreased thrust override. 2 will be increased thrust override. And if I just... Yep. Do that. And we lift out. Turn off the dampeners. That way the atmospherics aren't fighting me for whatever reason. Weirdos. We can lift. And I can decrease the override so it's not constantly pushing against the ceiling of the speed limit. Yeah. And now we're going back to space. I should probably also take the opportunity to set our jump drive to go to Home Astro? I think that's what I called it. Yeah, Home Astro. Yeah, there we go. Love to see it, and now it's just a waiting process. The unfortunate climb out of Atmo. We've all made it before. We'll all make it again. Oh, storage depot. Hello.
Ship fuel low.
Ooh, why am I falling? Nope. Nope, 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 no, 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 no. Stupid dampeners. How about y'all turn off the backwards thrust and just let me fly off the planet? Turn those ones off as well. Yeesh, that could have been bad. I don't like all that forward momentum I had. Wasn't really climbing out of the atmosphere. Oh, look at the bubble. It's purple. Oh, and it's gone. Okay. All right. I guess. I'd like to be out of gravity so we can use our jump drive and get home. 0.54 Gs. Yeah, it shouldn't be too long before we're out. I did burn a bunch of extra fuel I didn't intend to, but what are you gonna do? No, seriously, what are you gonna do? I can't get it back now. Man, it really does not take a whole lot of override to get, with these two giant thrusters in the back. Yeah, it does not take a lot at all. .31 Gs. I really want to get off the planet. I should not have gone down there. But I did want that cash. And getting the ammo was pretty cool, because it means we can go after that distress signal later. Which I would really like. We can throw this this medical ship thing we found at it. Maybe get a bit of loot, potentially. But not too bad. We've made some cash, which was nice. 434.914 million. .17 Gs. About at the point we can use our jump drive. Come on. I think something like 30 kilometers from the surface is the Martian gravitational limit area, something like that. Something like 30 or 35, one of those. I think Earth-like is like 45 or something. All right, 0.1 G. Almost there. I totally love this part of the game. Can you tell? I think there are actually mods that make this a lot more interesting. I might look into those for the next go around. We might want to pick one of those up. 0.8 Gs. .7 or 0.07. 0.08, 0.07. 35. Okay, so maybe it's a little further than I thought it was. Trying to keep moving just about as fast as we can here. 0.06. I think it goes from 0.06 to just nil. Is what I've seen it do in the past. Oh, 0.05, okay. Just, yep. Contradict everything I ever said, game. You're so real for that. Thank you, bestie. I think the kids say that. Those are words, right? Yeah. Nice. Backwards thrust. Get these bad boys on. And come to a stop. That way we don't have all that excess momentum when we jump in right next to the base. I would prefer not to go careening into our home asteroid. And in 3, 2, 1, jump. What do you mean obstacles detected? What obstacle? Jump drive. We'll just do a blind jump for 164 kilometers into this direction. I wonder if it's just mad because there's a planet in between me and it. That could be it. Could be the gravity.
Ship
Gravity
fuel
well.
low.
Your ship fuel's low. Home Astro. There we go. And I now jump to my home Astro. Select. Charging 98%. 99. Ready to... Y'all see that signal pop up? Is that just me? Am I crazy? There was a signal there, wasn't it? 7. Could have swore I just saw a signal blink in and out of existence. I was a flickering signal in the void of space. Where would I be? I'd be right there. Oh, it's another one of those. No, you guys blew up last time. I feel like I'd be the cause of another set of unnecessary deaths if we went over there. That and I'd get nothing out of it.
Ship fuel low.
Ship fuel low. Ooh. Jeez, man, this thing builds up a lot of momentum, but it does not shed it fast. And to do the old flip and burn. All right, as soon as we get this thing parked, I need a bit of power generation on this platform itself. Because it doesn't have any generation on it. Nothing's actually creating power over here. There's just one battery storing what little bit of power it can. It could stop any moment now. Yeah. And I think just the quick solution is to throw some solar panels. Does it sound like things were clanging against each other? I don't like that. Okay, hello, noises. Thank you, ship noise. Welcome back. I don't know where you were, but hi. Oh, there we go. And we'll hit 2. Just like that. And 5. I'm going to turn off that engine, not burn. Any more hydrogen that needs to be burned at the moment? But here we are. So, solar, I think is going to be the quick fix here, just to add some power generation. It won't do much, but it will offset things. Ready. Assemblers, I need you guys on. I guess I turn on the refinery as well. There we go. 1 solar panel. 2 solar panels. Almost 3 solar panels. And this will give us this Yeah, like I said, it's more of a stopgap solution. It's not going to do much, but it will do something. So yeah, each one of this set 2 is only producing 52 kilowatts. I mean, it'll go up to probably 3x that at peak. I would assume somewhere around 150 to 170. So at least for a bit of time, things will
Meteor storm inbound.
accrue some power. Especially if I'm not having the refiners running, having all the assemblers running, having a bunch of stuff just kicking against the power storage. I don't think we'll drain too much power. We may even just actually accumulate power. So that might be... Oop. There's those meteors. Those dang old meteors. There we go. But this is, like I said, some power generation happening now. And this guy fully depleted in 1 day. That's... I mean, that's something, right? That's certainly something, he says. Yeah, but I think with us getting back up here with me now having the ammunition for this needing to get repaired, actually, I think we'll go ahead and start wrapping the stream here. We have componentries to fix 2 of these thrusters, which means I can have 1 operational reverse thrust. Make sure your power goes off. Oh, yeah, that gives me 1 thruster in every direction. We have a descent thrust. We have a left, right, up, forward, right? Yeah, forward, and now a reverse thruster. So we do have thrust in all directions now. Not a lot of thrust in all directions, but some thrust. So this thing could technically fly in and get into a fight, but we'll actually throw it against that distress signal next time. But for now, that is all I've got. I am going to go ahead and wrap here. There's no small or medium scale projects I kind of want to start touching. The next big thing that needs to happen is either A, go after a thing, which I think is going to involve an hour plus long endeavor, and I just don't have the time to do that at the moment, or to really get into just laying out this place, getting into the design of where I want living quarters, hydroponics grow zones, and medical bays, power storage, server rooms, what's going to run where, what's going to do what, an actual proper power generation. But that's all stuff I'd rather have as a fresh new stream. So for now, that's going to do it for this one. Thanks everybody for joining. Thanks for stopping in. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for checking out the stream, checking out the channel if it's your first time around here. Hope you find something you enjoy on the channel, something you'd like to watch. Leave a comment, leave a like on something. Let me know what you think. Let me know if there's something you'd like me to try out later. But for now, that is all. Thanks everyone. Appreciate y'all being here. And remember, until the next one, to stay safe out there. Thanks everybody. Catch you later. Goodbye. Goodbye all.